Smeller, Mark Nash, Michael Gross. Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga. My brother. Let's get this done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. Yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, people? Oh. Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross. Big ups to that 501 and that 317. Y'all know how I get down. Little Rock, Indianapolis, we back. I'm back. You back. He back. She back. They back. And we here and we back in the motherfucking building. Yes, sir. What up? What up? What up? Alex Line Ass on TBV. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Alex. You know what I'm saying? Watching me on, I believe, Twitter. What's going on? The Axiom. How y'all doing today, man? We had a wild one last night, man. We had a wild night last night, man. Jake Paul defeats Tyron Woodley in a split decision. He defeated Tyron Woodley in a split decision. Now look, man, we got recap from everybody. We got recap from Tyron Woodley. We got recap from First Take. We got recap from Undisputed. I was sitting around thinking, right? And I know to the boxing hardcores, right? The boxing hardcores, we won't feel like this. I was sitting back thinking, checking the social media, checking the sports shows, checking my Instagram, checking my Twitter, checking my YouTube. It's all about Jake Paul right now. I mean, from the mainstream ESPN to Fox Sports to Undisputed to First Take to the Breakfast Club, everybody talking about what Jake Paul did last night. Everybody talking about how Jake was able to beat Tyron Woodley. You got LeBron James coming out saying, "Man, I should have been in Cleveland." You got Dave Chappelle at the fight. A lot of people seem to be intrigued with Jake Paul, the boxer. You on Twitter, so you won't be able to see everybody who's on YouTube. So everybody's intrigued with Jake Paul, the boxer. And I'm just here to ask you guys, is Jake Paul a legitimate boxer? Is Jake Paul a legitimate boxer? And can he ever win a world championship? Before we get to Jake Paul and that question, let's go ahead and take it away with one of these mainstream sports shows.
This win did not come by knockout like Paul's victories over Nate Robinson and Ben Askren. However, the win does have people asking what is next for Paul. So, Max, obviously I'm turning to you here. What is your reaction to Jake Paul defeating Tyron Woodley?
First of all, we should say welterweight in the UFC is almost a light heavyweight in boxing, so it's a little different. I would say Jake Paul showed me something. Now, look, he is a novice boxer, but he takes it seriously. He gets in shape. He fights hard, and he was gassed in the second half of that fight. He was gassed. It doesn't matter how hard you train. If you can't.
All that is true what Max Kellerman said. All that is true. Jake Paul is a novice boxer. He only has one amateur fight against another YouTuber. He's never really shared the ring professionally with somebody that has a deep boxing background. And Jake Paul was definitely tired last night. We could see him not getting the first round knockout, second round knockout. We can see that if he was to go against somebody who actually had some boxing acumen, he may not have made it out that fight on his feet. What's going on tonight? I'm looking forward to hearing from you today and see if you think Jake Paul should be considered a legitimate boxer and can he win a world title.
You can't relax in a boxing ring, you will gas. The best fighters who have stamina are the relaxed guys, right? Because they have a lot of experience. He doesn't. You only get that through experience. You got to fight more training camps, more fights. But he was up on points, and he got rocked a couple times by Woodley, who can strike, and Woodley couldn't pull the trigger and lost on points. But it was Jake who showed me something because he fought through it. He hit the wall, fought through it, hung on, and won. And the thing about Jake Paul.
Let me ask you all this, though. Did Woodley lose that fight more so than Jake Paul won it? Because like Max said, Woodley was cutting the distance, like he was coming in, but he could never really let go of the trigger. He could never really let go of punches and combinations. He never punched in bunches. He always did one big shot. Maybe that's because of the muscle that he had, or he just not having the boxing experience. But I want to ask y'all, who won that fight? Did Paul win that fight, or did Woodley lose it? We got Woodley lost it more. He had no answer for the clinches either. Yeah. And one thing that he did in the clinches that I didn't like, he tried to force Jake back to the ropes. Like, bro, you ain't gotta push him back. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I see you shaking your arms out. I know you shaking your arms out mean that you got that lactic buildup. So you don't need to do anything strenuous that's gonna soak up that energy.
Both Paul brothers, they're so famous. They create these huge events. Well, how do you create a huge event as a novice boxer, right? Well, you don't really know what you're doing yet, but you're training hard. You need another famous dude to make an event with. So first, that's a YouTuber, no match. Then let me find an athlete, Nate Robinson, no match. No, you got to find a fighter, Jake Askren. Or Askren is a guy who didn't strike. Okay, now let me find a guy who does strike, Woodley. But Woodley's long in the tooth. He's old. He hasn't won a fight in a long time, and he's naturally smaller. And he doesn't have a boxing background, even though he can strike.
Max makes some good points. Jake Paul is a huge star. Jake Paul is a tremendous influencer, social media creator, whatever you want to label him as, man. He has the pulse of social media. So Max is right. Like, first fight, he fought a YouTuber. Second one gets the athlete. Third one gets a legitimate fighter. Fourth one against a world champion UFC fighter. Does Jake keep building off this? We know that he said last night that he hadn't had a vacation in 3 years. I mean, I just seen him down in Puerto Rico, though. I mean, I doubt he was training. Like, I'm just saying. I mean, he said I'm just saying what he said. But these guys take vacation whenever they want to. So I ain't gonna sit here and believe, oh, you ain't been nowhere in 3 years. All right, I got a girlfriend that needs my attention. Okay, I get it. But a lot of people want to know, what should Jake Paul do next? What should Jake Paul do next? A name that just came up, right? Jake Paul maybe he should fight Anderson Silva.
Now, that was so tough they may do a rematch because he needs another training camp, Jake Paul, more experience. But next will be, if he gets by that, a guy who's maybe long in the tooth but not naturally smaller. And then you get a guy who's neither past his prime nor smaller, but also not a boxing background. And like this, you build little by little by little until you eventually, because remember, you got to fight famous guys to make an event, until you eventually, if you keep winning, fight a famous boxer who is more or less your size, who's past his prime, but brings something to the event. And if you succeed there, then you take the next step. He is many steps away from doing that, but he's on the track to do it if he stays like that.
Is he considered legit?
I mean, Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah, it depends on if Oscar look good on September 11th. And man, he'll beat up Tommy Fury. He'll beat up Tommy Fury. Anderson Silva could be a good fight for him. Anderson Silva, Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, you got to think of people who's not under contract with the UFC. Because most fighters who's under contract with the UFC, Dana White's not going to let them fight unless it's somebody like Conor McGregor who pretty much calls his own shots over at the UFC.
Though, in your opinion, at this point,
it's odd because he's a legit novice professional boxer without much of an amateur background.
That's a long disclaimer.
Who's in enormous events. He can't fight a top fighter for a long time.
Jake Paul.
Is Jake Paul a legitimate boxer? Do y'all categorize Jake Paul as being a legitimate fighter? Is Jake Paul a legitimate fighter? Should Jake Paul be considered a legitimate boxer as of now? 4 fights, 4 different events, biggest talk of the town the following day. He's the talk of the town the following day. Everybody is talking about Jake Paul. Should he be considered a legitimate boxer? Nah, he's an exhibition guy. I mean, he got more buzz than any other boxer besides AJ Fury, Wilder, and Canelo. I don't see Terrence Crawford next day on SportsCenter. I don't see Errol Spence next day on SportsCenter. I ain't see Manny Pacquiao next day on SportsCenter on First Take. I'm just saying they may be a blimp on the night on SportsCenter. They may give them a minute or two, but they taking a whole segment out and talking about Jake Paul because they know Jake Paul drives the views. He is a lightning rod. Should Jake Paul be considered a legitimate boxer? Let's go out to Undisputed.
Match last night in Cleveland. The former UFC fighter was already looking for a rematch afterward, and the YouTube sensation agreed under one condition, that Woodley get the I Love Jake Paul tattoo they bet before the fight. Paul improved his professional record.
Yeah, man, Woodley, man, you can't be begging on YouTube before a fight. Like Woodley, you can't be begging Jake Paul for a rematch, bro. That ain't a good look for a nigga who was a welterweight champion of the UFC. That just goes to show you Dana White ain't paying these niggas shit. Tyron Woodley got a taste of that fucking Jake Paul money. Tyron got a taste of that Jake Paul money. And he was like, damn, they get paid. And you heard Tyron, like, in the post-fight press conference, like, man, everybody treated me with respect. Everybody at Showtime was incredible to work with. Everybody's good people. Like, I ain't never seen Tyron Woodley that happy after a UFC victory. Man, he happy as a motherfucker. Jake Paul getting paid. One thing we gotta admit, one reason why Tyron wanted that immediate rematch in the ring. He got that bag.
Record to 4-0 with the victory, much to the chagrin of Woodley's fans on social media. So, Shannon, how impressive was Jake Paul?
Skip, I wasn't impressed at all. I give him credit. He won the fight. I do think he won the fight. I thought he was a little more active, if you can say that. I mean, Woodley threw 6 punches in round 1, 8 punches in round 2. So he really said,
And then Woodley threw 6 punches in round 1 and 8 punches in round 2. God damn. But do y'all agree? Do y'all agree with Shannon? Were you not impressed? Were you not impressed by what Jake Paul was able to do last night? Are you on the same wavelength, same vibe as Shannon Sharp? Were you simply not impressed with Jake Paul?
Really set himself back. I think the thing is that Jake Paul needs to continue to fight guys that have less boxing experience than him. Woodley really didn't understand how to string punches together. He'd throw the right, didn't follow it up with the left hook. He'd throw the left hook. He wouldn't throw the right, lead right. So he really understand how to string punches together. And by the end of the fight, I thought both fighters were gassed. But for me, Skip, look.
I do agree with one thing Shannon said. Jake Paul needs to continue to fight guys with less boxing experience than him. Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, if that was an old Wildy veteran, somebody, let's just say that was a 40-some-year-old Gennady Golovkin. Let's say that was a 42-year-old Tony Bellew. Let's say that was, that's just somebody who was older, but had the experience. Like Tyron Woodley has experience in MMA. If he gets in there with an experienced boxer, seeing the gas tank that he displayed last night, a experienced boxer, and Tommy Fury said it best. Man, I'm gonna get in that high guard and catch everything on the gloves, shoulders, and forearms. I'm catching everything in the high guard on this, and I'm gonna walk his ass down. That's all that needed to happen last night from Tyron Woodley. If Tyron had that kind of experience, he had that high guard experience, catching shit on the gloves, catching things on the gloves, catching shit on the gloves, and walking him down. Tyron would have stopped Jake Paul last night. Tyron would have stopped Jake last night, but he don't have that experience, and Jake is smart by picking the right opponent.
It shows the state of what boxing is. And people want to see a fight so bad that they're watching two guys. One guy's a YouTuber, the other guy's a retired MMA guy fight, because boxing won't give them the fights that we really want to see. And we know what the fight.
Is he right, though? Is he right, though? Is this what boxing has become? Is this what boxing has become? A spectacle, a event, a spectacle, a event, a money grab, a circus. Has boxing turned itself into a circus? Has boxing turned itself to a circus when the most hoopla that we have about our sport is not people who actually came up that done it the real way? Not somebody with an amateur background, not somebody who done got it out the mud, who done navigated his way to be a world champion. No, somebody with a big social media following, a former Disney star who feels like he can box. Does this make the sport look bad?
The fights are. Skip, we a 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao and Ugas. That's not the fight that we wanted to see. They want to see Bud Crawford. They want to see Errol Spence. That's what they.
That's right. That's right, Shannon. That's right. And you ain't never lied, but Errol Spence Jr., he's on the back burner. He's injured. Ugas Pacquiao was late replacement. I know you don't know this, Shannon, but you know what I'm saying? Call your boy. I'm a fit. If you need any kind of boxing advice, Shannon, I got you, dog. Hit me up. Anytime you got a boxing segment coming up on First Take, I'm gonna give you the lowdown. I'm gonna give you the lowdown, Shannon.
What they want to see. And that's why, people all of a sudden they love UFC and been loving it for a while, is that you don't get the fights that you want, Skip. Ain't no ducking and dodging. And what has happened to me, what it looks like to me, Skip, is that everybody is more worried about undefeated. Don't know, I can't lose. So everybody's trying to be Floyd Mayweather. Come on, guys, stop this. This is not what boxing is meant to be. Fight. But when I look at this, Skip, I mean, come on.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. This is not what everybody like. You guys got to understand. Sports is not made for motherfuckers to be undefeated. Sports, that's why having a undefeated season or a undefeated career is so what's the word I'm looking for? It's so monumental. It's so monumental having an undefeated season like the 85 Bears. That's why that's why they got a name. They don't even call the nigga the fucking Chicago Bears. They call them the 85 Bears, period. 2016 Golden State Warriors, 73-9. Floyd Mayweather, undefeated. Rocky Marciano, undefeated. It ain't that many teams. Ain't no damn be a baseball team that went undefeated. I'm John Jones, the only undefeated fighter in the UFC. Well, he lost to an elbow disqualification, so they ain't really undefeated either. Sports is not set up for everybody to be undefeated. So I agree with Shannon Sharp. Like boxing is not either. And with all these sanctioning bodies, they find a way to dilute the sport. He a champion. It got so many champions it got so many champions in the sport of boxing that we created an undisputed champion to be over. I can't. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. It just seems like, man, sometimes, man, taking a loss is not the worst thing for you. Sometimes a loss ain't a loss, it's a lesson.
I mean, Paul landed 79 punches, although Woodland landed more of the power shots. Look, what it was is what it thought it would be. I don't look at this as like, oh, man, I'm expecting to see some great boxing. I take it for what it is, Skip. That's what I do. I take it for what it is. Therefore, I'm not going to be disappointed. But Jake Paul is okay for doing what he's doing, but you and I both know he's not beating anybody. This was a catch weight at 190. He's not beating anybody that has any boxing experience at that weight. Zero people.
Okay.
Facts. Big facts. Yeah, Khabib. And to me, man, Khabib, man, I want to see Khabib challenge himself. Khabib standing around 155 beating up dudes. Let me see Khabib in a Kamaru Usman fight. Then Khabib have problem making the weight at 155. Let me see Khabib fight Kamaru Usman. Let me see how great you are, Khabib. I know you great at 155, but to be the pound for pound best, you got to do it in multiple weight classes. I mean, is Tommy Fury an actual real boxer? Tommy Fury got 10 amateur fights and 7 fights against dishwashers, cab drivers, and bus boys and waiters. Like he not and the dude he fought last night. If Tommy Fury can't knock out the dude that he fought last night, I ain't got no hope for Tommy Fury in any fight. If Tommy can't knock out the nigga he fought last night, I ain't got no faith in Tommy Fury in any. If I was Jake, nigga, I'd throw my brother on Tommy. Yo, Logan, go beat up Tommy for me. Yo, Logan, go beat up Tommy for me. Go smack around Tommy right quick. I know what he is, ABOZ. I know what he is. He ain't gonna fool me. He ain't gonna fool Mike. All right, Jay Fresh, we gonna see.
Okay, my turn. I was impressed with what I saw last night, and I was way more into it.
He gonna skip, man. He gonna skip ass, man. Bro, I swear to God, man. I think Skip come on the TV and just say, how can I piss the world off today? I think that's what Skip does on a daily basis. How can I piss off sports fans today? Goddamn me, Skip, man. Goddamn Skip, boy. I was thoroughly. What, Skip?
To it that you sound like you were into.
Yeah.
I was fascinated by this matchup because maybe there is a dearth of boxing, and maybe I was spoiled through the glory years of Ali when I covered all the great Ali matches against Frazier and Foreman and Norton and name them.
Yeah, but Skip, you was covering sports in the 80s when you had the 4 Kings.
It was great.
Yes.
I mean, and that's why I be looking at Skip with a side eye, right? Skip actually covered boxing once upon a time back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? He covered Ali. He covered Ken Norton. He covered Frazier. He covered Sugar Ray Leonard. He covered Marvin Hagler. He covered Roberto Duran. He covered Tommy Hearns. He covered all those guys. So for Skip to say what he's about to say, I just really got to look at Skip like, man, come on, Skip. Come on, Skip. Skip.
And I was there at every one of them. I still found this fascinating because I find Jake.
What's going on, D. Hodges? What's going on with Johnny? Give it quality for life. What's going on, Jay Fresh? Salute to the whole chat. Real quick, do me a favor. Everybody take out 5 seconds of your day and 5 seconds of watching me on YouTube and just do what the video tells you to do. Go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, like, comment, and share this video. If you have YouTube Premium, do me a favor, go back and find the live fight chat from last night, download it. When it's done, download it, delete it. That's all you got to do for me. If you got YouTube Premium, go find the live fight chat from last night, download it. When it's done, download it, delete it. Thank you so much.
Jake Paul fascinating that he was some Disney kid star and then he became a social media phenomenon and a YouTube star. And at 21 years of age, going on 22, he decided.
ABOZ was good. OGPG was good.
You know what? I'm going to try to box. It is hard to box,
Yeah, it is.
as you know,
Yeah.
as he found out last night.
Right.
Because it takes it out of you quick. And he was not prepared physically for the onslaught of what was about to happen.
Right.
So what did I see? He's going up against a Tyron Woodley who's 39 years of age. But trust me on this. He is a hand-to-hand combat warrior. He is a tough guy. Skip.
I know what you're trying to do, Skip, but man, Thank you, Space Predator, and you can delete it. You know what I'm saying? Once it's done downloading that right there, like by you downloading that video, it just gives me 4 more hours of watch time, even though you ain't watching. Just because you download it automatically gives me 4 hours of watch time. So I appreciate that, Space Predator. Skip Bayless, I know what you're doing, saying, "Oh, Tyron Woodley is a hand combat warrior. He's a combat warrior, bro. Like, he's not a boxing warrior though. Being well versed in MMA striking and being well versed in boxing striking is 2 different things. You can see last night the man was so wide with his punches that he struggled to land the straight shots, and there was more looping, cupping kind of shots. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. He was in Cleveland, Jay Fresh. That's the only reason I think that he didn't get it, that knockdown call. He was in Cleveland. If he was if it was and then, like, I've never seen a referee damn near called the whole card. Like, the black dude called like 8 fights. I'm like, the black dude gonna call the whole entire card? I hope he got paid half the pay. I hope they paid him $100,000. I hope they paid him like $100,000, $200,000. For real. He called the whole card. You find me another referee besides over in England, where Howard Foster called the whole card. But in America, nigga, we don't do that shit. We change refs out.
Through and through, from Ferguson, Missouri, who took this fight personally. You could see after the fight, he does not like Jake Paul. And he took it very, very seriously personally, that somebody hurled some insults from Jake's camp at his mom at the press conference 2-3 days back, right?
Yeah.
Not the weigh-in, but the press conference. Right. And what that diatribe.
It don't matter, Skip. It don't matter if Tyron Woodley took it personally or not. Who got more boxing experience over the last 3 years? Tyron Woodley or Jake Paul? How many professional boxing fights do Tyron Woodley have? These are the factors that go into this sport, Skip. You know this.
Tribe from Tyron after the press conference was legit. Like, I'm going to take these people out of here. I'm going to make them disappear.
Right.
And I think he bashed Champ, obviously. But the point is, this was not easy for. It was like crazy.
There's Chappelle in the house.
I got it. I'm with you. I thought the whole night was electric. And that was a quote from Tyron. So they had that much respect for a young box. And then he beat Ben Askren, who is a retired MMA fighter, who looked he does have some boxing skills because the iron, and he landed it consistently. And that knockout power in the right, because against I can do it. I can do it. I can
but
throw
the jab is the easier punch.
Okay, so, but it's more of a technician's. It's they call boxing the sweet science. And it's a scientist's punch.
Right.
Because he was doing all of his scoring damage with that left jab. Not a left hook, it's just a jab, and it was quick.
But that's the thing, Skip. Just think about he's landing with the jab.
Yeah.
A boxer is going to come with the right.
Okay, I got it. He is a novice boxer.
Correct.
But he shows some boxing skills. So what happens in round?
Yeah, man, Jake, look, man. Man, yeah, man. I got to get I hate a Johnny, man. Johnny wasn't feeling that shit. That nigga said a scientist punch. Yeah, I don't know what he talking about, man. I don't know what he talking about, man. Swear to God, that nigga said a scientist punch. All right, Mr. Scientist punch. We got some things coming out right now. Tyron Woodley did go live earlier today on his verified Instagram page, and we're gonna bring y'all what Tyron Woodley had to say. What he posting right there. Oh shit. That nigga said, I'm your daddy, Jake Paul, and you my son. And this was after I put you through the ropes. That nigga said, you my son. Oh, he touching Jake Paul there. He showed touching it. That fourth round was a good round for him. That fourth round was a good round for him. I ain't gonna lie to you. That fourth round was a good round for him. All right, here go Tyron Woodley talking after the talking this morning about his fight with Jake Paul. Give me a second. Let me see, kind of scroll down a little bit. All right, let me see. Let me go full screen right quick. All right, let's go to screen share. Let's go to Tyron Woodley, and let's see what he had to say about the fight. Yeah, can I scroll down? Damn, let me stop this shit, man. Damn, let me scroll down. Nothing. All right, hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. This shit right here. Later. Close. Remind me to ignore. So why can I scroll down? Let me see about this. Okay. They really not gonna let me scroll down? Like, what the fuck is going on? Man, I hate this Instagram shit. Like, this nigga really talking and shit. We can't even hear him. There we go.
You can alcohol, you can wipe it, you can swipe it, you can do whatever you need to do. Damn. 12, I take that back, 12,000. All right, y'all. Y'all saw the fight. I thought I did enough. Thought I knocked him around. Every time he punched me, I said, all right, motherfucker, let's go. Hit him back with the shit.
All right, screen share. My bad, y'all. I know. Like, man, you fucking up. I know I'm fucking up.
It's probably gonna be like 4,000 people on this live. I'm finna go live real quick.
The rules mean that
Y'all have to stop talking.
if he falls through the rope, yeah. See that it's okay for y'all to try to save my leg.
Man, my face looked the exact same. He didn't even mess up my line, and no, it had no Beijing in there. See, look, you can alcohol, you can wipe it, you can swipe it, you can do whatever you need to do. Damn, 12. I take that back, 12,000. All right, y'all. Y'all saw the fight. I thought I did enough. Thought I knocked him around. Every time he punched me, I said, all right, motherfucker, let's go. Hit him back with the shit. And he said he want a rematch. Now he's trying to back out of it. He got a little quiet last night. He was all about the rematch. And he got real quiet. So I want y'all to do me a favor. I want y'all to get on his page. And I want y'all to troll the fucking troll. If you really down. Actually, you know what? If you do that and you send me receipts, I'm gonna send you a coupon code to go to TyronWoodley.shop. I'm gonna give you 25% off. So, but you gotta send me a receipt. Go on his page. Y'all might get reported. They don't mean you gonna get taken off. I know it say you might get removed from motherfucking Instagram. That ain't always true. They do the same shit to me. They probably gonna call my phone in a minute because y'all know what his trolls do. They call my phone whenever I go live, trying to stop it. I appreciate all the support from everybody. I feel like I got the job done. I was in phenomenal shape. People, they had it fucked up. They thought I was old. They thought I was gonna be tired, gonna gas out. He was the motherfucker running. I felt like I was chasing the wheelbarrow the whole fucking fight. I hit him with the power shots. The rope held him up, and I did not fuck with the rope. I want to share a story with y'all. I always do a walkthrough every single time I do a fight. I've been doing this as my first UFC fight ever. I went to the arena yesterday morning. We did the whole walkthrough. I look at the ropes. The motherfucking ropes is right here on my head. I'm like, what the fuck kind of ring is this? Why the rope so high? Oh, we've had this rope for Spencer Fisher. We had this rope, no, not Spencer Fisher, Earl Spencer. They named me all these people they had the ropes for, right? And I'm like, so I got a question. A lot of times people use the ropes when somebody punches, they'll fade back and come out and punch. It's actually a tactic. I said, how do you do that when your head is being pressed? So really, if you get hit, you're going to kind of fold into the rope. Or if you get hit and you go out the ropes, it stops you from fucking hitting the ground. He said, no. We want to make it safe so nobody falls out of the ring. And I'm like, well, look, underneath the ring, you had a fucking mile from here, from the first rope to the canvas. If a WWE motherfucker can roll in there and tap in if you want to. So we had a whole argument. I swear, as God is my witness, we had a whole argument with the commission. They said, okay, we're gonna tighten up the ropes, we're gonna do whatever. And I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, we still gotta fight this person. So my coach said, Tyron, just don't put your back on the rope. All right, so how many times did you see my back on the rope? None yet. Not one fucking time the whole fight. He initiated every single clinch. His back of his shoes is worn all the way down. I really want to see them orange ass terrible Asics worn all the way down. And even when he did, he hit me with some shots, and he a powerful dude. I knew he was gonna, what's up, TJ? I knew he was gonna hit me with some shots. But when he did so, you saw the fucking fear of God put in his eyes, because I came right back and I hit him. I was talking to him the whole time. He was trying to hold on to my gloves. The referee said break. He said, I can't break. He won't let me go. I said, motherfucker, you got my glove, dog. He was trying to clamp my glove in so he can get extra time to rest. Complete bullshit. We got to run that back. So if y'all want 25% off. I know y'all saw the Aces logo. That shit is hard. We got the dad lids, got the hats, got the t-shirts, we got the bandanas. We're gonna run this thing back. So if y'all want to support me, y'all want to show some love, make sure y'all go to TyronWoodley.shop. If you show me receipts, teacher said I'm at lunch now. I'm at lunch, not in class. That's funny. If you my son at school on, and I can keep it in today Monday. If y'all want to show some love, go to his page and troll him. Call them all kind of hoes and bitches. Can I say that? No. Call them all kind of hoes and bitches. No. Don't do it. Yeah, Mama Woodley, you been with the ops over there. Motherfucker, call Mama. Now we on some real shit now. We can't play no more with that kumbaya. No more kumbaya. If y'all did not fuck with that decision, no more kumbaya. Fuck that shit. We got to go upside his head. I was trying to get him out there. I told y'all it was going to look like a fight. I promise y'all that from the beginning. It would look like a fight. He tough. He was trying to keep me away with jabs because he wanted to get hit. He landed 3 million jabs. Many of them didn't touch nothing but the air. And he threw his elbow out swinging at the air. He licked your head. He licked my head? Yeah. When that nigga do that? He licked you. Oh, fuck. No. Nigga to lick my head? Oh, no, dog. You gotta get him out of here now. All right. Even more so, I'm drinking it. I'm down like fist. 30%. 30% off. Troll them. Say, hey, if you don't fight Tyron, you a whole hoe. You lost the fight. You scared. You just trying to run. Kumbaya. Yeah. It's like the little kid that got off on like threw 3 or 4 punches and the teacher broke it up on the recess. It's a nanny, and you never run the fight back. So we got to run that back. Nobody give a fuck about no Fury fight. No disrespect. I don't even know what the fuck happened in this fight, and nobody cares. Nobody sold out the arena like we did. Nobody wanted to see him get his ass beat like they wanted me to beat his ass. So guess what? As I told you, for 8 rounds straight, I was gonna try to knock him out from round 1 through niggas. I knew that was good. Haters, but I got most of the live done before I started hating anyway. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to roll. As I said before, he didn't land one fuck. He did hit me, but I bit that motherfucker punch and I came right back. I was talking to him and that's when he got scared. When I started calling motherfuckers in there. And he started to retreat. So all that rah-rah shit that he was talking, I don't know how he won the fight. One judge said that I won 2 rounds. Yeah, that's crazy. And we can all, if you guys believe, what's up, Unc? If you guys look at my last post, I want you guys to go in the comments and tell me whether or not that's a knockdown. Now, these are the rules. The ropes cannot help a fighter opponent. If they look like they're about to hit the canvas or the ground, it cannot stop them, right? It cannot hold them up. It is deemed a knockdown. It cannot save them, and it's an automatic 8 count. Okay, so look at the way he's underneath the first rope, intertwined on the second, and right arm hooked on the fucking third rope. If I ain't never seen a security blanket in my life, that was one. So at the end of the day, we got to run it back. There was no drug testing done. It was full cap. They tried to make me do a drug test earlier. I went into the locker room. I said, "What is this? Is this a drug test?" Because I'm down with the drug test. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you can, pour it over your head, sprinkling your eyeballs, whatever you need to do. I've always been a clean fighter. The first person said, I don't know, I'm just here to collect the urine. I said, what is this for? Is this a drug test? And then one guy told me yes. A commissioner told me it was a drug test. And just so you know, I have it on videotape. So Champ Camp will be dropping that shit on your ass right quick. Then the guy didn't even seal my thing up. I said, you didn't even seal it up the right way. What are you just gonna take my piss? Where are you taking it at? You should put one little lid on the side, and you didn't have the top part even clamped to secure it. How do I know? Oh no, we're going right here. His name's initial on that. So they basically did a whole cap situation to make it look as if they were going to do a drug test. A urine analysis basically tells people if you're deemed fit to fucking fight, if your organs are functioning, your kidney. Why does it matter when the lab results are going to come back on Tuesday and we fight right now? I already did a urine analysis. I already did neurological, eye exam, physical, blood work. I did all that stuff. And we did a pre-physical again right before we fought. So at the end of the day, why in the fuck did you come in there and fake like you was doing a drug test? Because you remember I asked him on that show, I said, are you taking PEDs? Are you taking steroids? And he froze. He said, we taking a drug test, dude. We did not take a drug test. If you think I'm lying, go check the thing called Google on your little smart device, your phone, your MacBook, whatever the fuck you're dealing with, your Cricket Wireless, go and check it. He did not take a drug test. I don't think he fought clean. It didn't matter because I still think I won the fight, but now we got to run it back 100%. So, all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all. Be blessed. Get on this page. If you show me receipts of you trolling his ass, I will give you 30% off at TyronWoodley.shop. Go get your Aces gear, some cool shit on there. There's actually a link called Cool Shit. Go grab that, and then let's turn up. We'll see y'all next time.
There y'all go from Tyron Woodley himself. Said there was no drug testing. I already told y'all about that shit, though. I told y'all that Ohio Commission wasn't shit. I told y'all that, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all Ohio Commission wasn't shit. They was pretty much there for Jake Paul. Now questions are, can Jake Paul ever become a world champion? 317-220-6995. Number to call in if you want to call in. Phone lines are open right now. If you want to add me internationally, call in on Skype. You can too. Skype lines are open. Everything is open. Let's get to it. Let's talk about this Jake Paul. Can Jake Paul be a world champion? Is Jake Paul now considered a legitimate boxer? Liz Lowe, give me like 30 seconds, bro. Liz Lowe, damn it, I should never say that shit. Liz Lowe, give me like 30 seconds, dog. Liz Lowe, call right back in, Liz Lowe, I got you. I just now opened up my Skype. Liz Lowe, I got you, bro. Call right back, Liz Lowe. I got you right now. We ain't taking nobody else call but Liz Lowe call. Liz Lowe called in 404. I got him. My bad, Liz. My bad. My bad, brother. My bad, brother. 317-220-6995. 404 Liz Lowe. Call back in. I got you, man. Can Jake Paul should Jake Paul be considered a legitimate boxer? There we go. What going on, Liz Lowe? Can you hear me?
Yo, Mike.
What's good, man?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Everything goes for mine, just at work making it happen. Man, hell no, Jake Paul ain't gonna become no champion, Mike.
You don't think Jake Paul can get one of these WBA belts?
Hell no, man. And they taking away belts too. That nigga ain't got no shot. Hey, I go and make this clear. I ain't hating on the cat because I do want to say that I was one of the guys that were like, if this nigga beat Paul, then I give him a chance because I still separate him from real boxing. I understand he in this shit. He doing it for real. I understand he built a little facility over there in Puerto Rico and he trained over there. I get it. He deal with ex-champions and ex-people who used to fight. But it's still a difference between Jake Paul and real boxing, bro. Like, if anybody want to believe it's real boxing, that's fine. I'm not here to change nobody's mind or to knock your thinking. What you think is what you think. But that dude ain't winning no fucking title. You see how he was talking after the fight? And he ain't even get touched up much. Like, and I want to fuck Jake. Let me get on Tyrone Woodley.
Hold on, real quick. Don't we hear boxers like you said that a lot? We heard Earl Spence after a fight, he said he want to go raise his chickens and the horses and cows and shit, right? Like these guys, like I don't know what kind of training camp Jake Paul went through, but I guarantee you it probably was some strenuous shit, you know what I'm saying, that he put his body through. If he needs a week off or a 6 months off, vacation time with, you know what I'm saying, or time with the woman, then that's fine with me. I'm just saying, like, we heard fighters before say this exact same thing, like this mental, this boxing shit is tiring.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Have we heard them say that in a third or fourth fight?
Who third or fourth fight is on the level of a Jake Paul fight, though, man? Think about it, though. With all the media obligations, with everybody calling you, hey man, I need tickets, with all the fanfare, with everybody on social media talking about you, pulling you this way, pulling you that way. Come on now. Devin Haney, these guys, like, I don't mean Devin Haney. I'm sorry for you even bringing his name up. But guys who got 3 or 4 fights ain't going through what Jake Paul got to go through during fight week.
Okay, it might not be as strenuous, but it's still. And then check this: they also fighting another person who has been practicing to box. So these people that Jake Paul are fighting, yeah, they boxing, but they not coming in with no boxing background. Now I get Tyrone Woodley, but again, I'm gonna get on his ass in a minute.
Who got more of a fighting background, Tyrone Woodley or Jake Paul?
Tyrone. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm gonna get on him about losing the match. It was his fucking fault, bro. Mm-hmm. The way that nigga, when he was first moving, when he first got in there, he doing a little Mike Tyson, Sean Porter moves. I said, okay. Then he get up in Jake's face, and this nigga don't even throw a punch.
Don't throw nothing.
And he gave the game plan away to beat Jake Paul. All you got to do is rush that motherfucker. He ain't gonna do shit. He halfway through a jab. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. What the fuck that up, bro? Woodley gave that fuck. I don't know if he did it for the. He want a fucking rematch. I don't want to watch that shit. See, that's why I try not to watch them type matches, because I don't want to go hard on them. But I'm a fucking boxing fan, and if you ask you in the ring and swing, I'm gonna give you the motherfucking, due credit whether you earn it or not. I'm gonna give it to your idea.
Bro, Floyd. Again, I don't know how Floyd name keep on getting brought up time, but it meant Floyd showed everybody how to beat a nigga who's not a boxer. Against Conor McGregor, high guard, walk him down. Against Logan Paul, high guard, walk him down.
Mike, speaking from experience.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Speaking from experience, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what people say they can, and just because somebody show you a quick little something.
Yeah.
That ain't getting in the ring and fucking fighting and letting a nigga hit you back and coming at you when you tired, or you going at him when he tired. That shit is a whole nother ball game when you get in that fucking ring, man. It's just like that. Now, Tyrone Woodley, for him to be a person that have at least been in the fight game, my nigga, I just expected more. I was going for him. I expected him to win. But when he did that bullshit last night, I'd be damned if I watch a fucking rewind of that shit. But another thing about the Jake Paul, though, what I'm saying is, even though he did up his competition each time, and I give him that, I ain't knocking the nigga. But he done ran into somebody who somewhat can fight. I ain't even gonna give him no good credit in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have he could have fucked that boy Paul up, bro. He really could have fucked him up the way he got up in his face and shit. But that nigga damn it like he wanted to kiss him or something. That nigga got all the way up in there and didn't throw a fucking punch. Then when he throw his big right hand, he throwing that shit from like 4-5 steps away. Nigga, you ain't even close. Like, bro, that was some whack ass shit. I'm glad I ain't paid for that shit. and I will not watch that shit if they were to do it again. I'm gonna say that one more time. Paul, do what the fuck you do, bro. But Cambosis said it best. You got professional boxing, and then you got that celebrity boxing shit, bro. And I'm just too much of a hardcore fan to, I try to look at it and deal with it, but when the outcome become that shit it became, I'm like, bro, I'm good on it. And now shout out to Amanda Serrano. Shout out to Love.
Mama Love, boy, goddamn.
And
not expecting that.
I'm thinking watch that whole thing, but man, hey, that's just how I feel about it. You understand? I never been for this celebrity fighting shit. I guess it's cool for the casuals. And people making a big deal. You got to remind y'all too, man. Jake brought people over from his platform because a lot of people say he doing great things for boxing. Let's not get it twisted. He doing great things for himself and whoever may be on that card and his team. Mm-hmm. But for boxing as a whole, ain't nobody coming back the next event and showing out the way they showing out for his shit. Yeah. So again, shout out to him for pulling his crowd into his shit and making his shit super big. I ain't knocking it.
I wonder did Amanda Serrano have any kind of residual effect from that last night? You know what I'm saying? Did her social media following go up? Will her fanfare go up next time she fight if she's not on Jake Paul card? I wonder if Montana Love fanfare will go up next time he fight if he's not on Jake Paul card.
Yeah. It's funny how that casual thing work. You know what I mean? They might start following you and your shit may go up, but will they really watch you though?
Yeah, what I'm saying. Will they might follow you on social media, but will they really take the time out, you know what I'm saying, and actually watch you when you fight?
Right. Because obviously it's like a lot of people really not boxing fans. Yeah, you always want to see two motherfuckers fight. Yeah. Of course. But boxing is a sweet motherfucking science and not everybody dig it. You understand? So, but it is what it is. I mean, but that's just how I feel about it. Like I said, I'm an old school fan. Nigga, I like some real boxing. It was cool. I just really could have whooped his ass. And when you see it, and it's like, what the fuck, nigga? You doing all that to get in there and you don't do nothing? Like, they throw less punches, get rigged out, and who that was, Cashapp? Who he fought just a minute ago? Yeah, Casamero. Yeah. Did they throw more punches than him?
Yeah, no.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. The output wasn't even, it's just crazy, man. But, you know, to each his own. Man, you know what it is. Y'all follow Mike on everything. Buy up the merch, man. Appreciate you letting me come on and talk about it real quick. And I'm going to get back in the chat and listen, man. Shout out to everybody.
No problem. There's no bro. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it.
100, my guy.
Yes, sir. But Liz Lowe is right. I mean, some people gonna have a adverse reaction to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the boxing purists, the boxing guys who've been around for decades, they probably don't enjoy seeing Jake Paul and Logan Paul, you know what I'm saying, fight. Going out to 916, talk to me.
Good morning, man. It's Ray Sean again. I'm just going to keep it short. You said, can he win a title? My question is, what division would he go after?
I mean, I would think light heavyweight, cruiserweight.
Yeah, because, like, you know, Lawrence Cooley, like, that guy is dangerous for him at cruiserweight. I just don't see it happening. I'm going to be honest. Too many dangerous people for him. Like, if that's, like, what we got to go off of, what we seen last night, then, yeah, that ain't enough to go off of to assume he can beat any of those guys that's actually champions now.
Yeah, I mean,
because
man, honestly, bro,
looking like right now, Lawrence Cooley is going to be the champion, man. You know, Lawrence Cooley probably going to end up being the man at cruiserweight. Jake Paul ain't beat no Lawrence Cooley.
Man, Jake Paul not beat nobody. I'm just being facetious, bro. He not. There's a reason why he fighting dudes that are smaller, dude that weigh less, dude that don't have a boxing background. Now, if he keep on for the next 3 or 4, 5 years. And then, you know what I'm saying, he may try to go for a world title. Maybe as he gains more actual experience and stays true to the sport, because he's only like 24 years old. So this can be a making money scheme of his for the next 10 years on top of what he's doing already. So this kid is smart. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to put himself in there with somebody that can beat him right now, or that he doesn't have a advantage over right now. But as time goes on, we're gonna have to see him pick up his level of opposition and really start to fight guys with a boxing background.
Yeah, because like light heavyweight, do you think he can even really make light heavyweight? That's when that process all gets old, you know.
Yeah, and fucking make light heavyweight.
Because that's a big weight cut. You know, you walk around way heavier than you are.
I mean,
you know,
when you look at Jake,
you drop down to 190.
Yeah, when you look at Jake, man, it's not like he's cut up. Like he look like he had like a lot of body fat. Like who looks bigger, Jake or fucking Art of Better Beef? Have you seen Art of Better Beef?
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. I thought of Art of Better Beef too. And it's like, can't be Art of Better Beef neither. Hell no.
Yeah, man.
That guy will walk him down.
And
Art of Better Beef is a monster, man.
And Joe Smith Jr. Joe Smith like 6'3". Like Joe Smith is a big ass dude too. I guarantee you, Joe will walk.
And he
walk
hits
around
really
like
hard. You know, like
so.
Joe Smith heavy-handed.
Yeah,
it's just I don't see it happening. To be honest with you, just to keep it short. I mean, it ain't gonna happen.
Nah.
There's too much competition right now. You know what I mean? Like it'd be different if it was like light heavyweight or cruiserweight. But cruiserweight, I mean, they're like, come on, he ain't beating none of those guys.
He's gonna have to just keep on working, man. One of these days, he might get a big fight that he wants. He might get a Canelo fight.
And then you never know.
Never know. If you keep winning and keep on making people talk about it, he's winning.
Because one thing I'm not going to sit here and say is like, you can tell this is a fact. Jake Paul probably heavy-handed. And when you heavy-handed, anything can happen in boxing. We all know that. That guy can go in there and swing for the fences and land.
You can be heavy-handed, but if you ain't got the right technique, it's just going to feel like a hard slap. I mean, like, Jake Paul.
And that's where the practice comes in at.
Yeah, but like last night, like you could see like when he got tired, he was not the same boxer that he was. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know exactly what you're saying. It's like all the tools were out the window.
Yeah, like all that technique. Like when you ain't got technique when you're tired and you throwing punches, you ain't that powerful.
What it really is he thought he was going to knock him out. He didn't even think he was going to have to go 8 rounds. When he was tired, he was really done for. He didn't know what to do with himself after that. Interesting fight, though, like I said. But, like, I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to let you get back to other people. But, you can't beat none of these champions right now. Maybe you never know what can happen in the next 5 years, like you said. Maybe somebody random become champion that's not that good. But right now, nah. I'm going to keep it short.
All right, Ray Sean, man. Thanks for calling in, brother. Shout out to Sacramento.
All right, man.
Big up,
all right, man.
Big up Sacktown, man. Shout out to my guy, Ray Sean. Going out to damn it, what's your call, man? Damn, man, I try to get you in there. 910. I try to get you in there, 910. Call back in 910. 910. Call back in. I got you. I answered it and then you hung up. I answered it and then you hung up. So 910. If you're listening right now, you call back in, you'll be the next call up. But yeah, man, Ray Sean is right, man. Like we gotta actually think about like when you talk about world championship in boxing, like I know we got 4 belts, but look at the people who got the belts. And we can just start at one. Let's start at 168. Let's say Jake Paul can make 168. If Anthony Durrell can make 168, I think Jake Paul can make 168. So Jake Paul, can he beat Canelo? Can he be Caleb Plant? Can he be Billy Joe Saunders? Can he beat Callum Smith? Can he beat Rocky Fielding? Hell, can Jake Paul beat Avani Yeardrum? Going out to my guy Jay Fresh. Can Jake Paul beat Avani Yeardrum?
Man, Jake Paul can't beat nobody professionally with the same record in the same way that some of you.
Oh, you mean like them? You mean like the the prospects, like the niggas who got 4 fights and shit.
Yeah, he can't beat them. If you saw, he got too tired.
Yeah.
And he keep fighting UFC fighters. Like, they fighting nobody. He's saying he's taking boxing serious. He never fought a boxer yet.
I know, but
how you taking it serious?
Why would Jake fight a boxer though? Like, break it down to me. Like, you know well as I know, boxing is a sport that over years of experience you develop muscle memory and you develop certain things. If you just start not, how many times we see niggas who start late in boxing?
Wilder did it.
Wilder's a heavyweight.
Wilder done it, and he learned on the job. Jake is trying to claim the same claim to fame that Wilder had. He's talking about he learned on the job. He's taking it serious. You can't take it serious if you do not box a boxer, yo. And he's making a mockery of the sport. I'm gonna be honest with you.
How is he making a mockery?
But I did enjoy the real boxing matches before the big, and it was entertaining. I'm gonna give it was entertaining.
You say he's making a mockery of the sport. How is that?
Because he's claiming to be a professional boxer. This man got a professional record, and he never boxed a boxer. That's a mockery right there.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, man. I mean,
hold on.
I know I'm not the only one feeling this way either. I mean, the dude just called in that was going off about it. But like y'all say, he making millions of dollars, and it's a money grab.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
When Manny Pacquiao and your Dennis Ugas then do VADA, and they are a high-profile fight, they just did what Jake Paul and them did last night, commission testing. That's not making a mockery of the sport when you know what people have been saying about Manny Pacquiao, what Floyd Mayweather had been saying about Manny Pacquiao, that we don't even have him taking VADA. What about when the WBA came out with the regular title? When they first came out with a regular title, that's not making a mockery of the sport. We got 4 niggas in one division that can call it themselves champion. That's not making a mockery of the sport. We got Golden Boy putting on cards that are straight hot shit. That ain't making a mockery of the sport. We got the Zone, who ain't even got an American motherfucking card schedule. That ain't making a mockery of the sport. We got promoters. I ain't done yet. We got promoters. We got promoters that are in bid with sanctioning bodies. That's not making a mockery of the sport. Manny didn't do no fucking VADA. Bayside, box with your lying ass. Don't lie to the people. What's going on, man? Just because Betty said, "Oh, VADA caught me," Manny lying. Manny didn't get no VADA testing. The commission, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, used VADA representatives to do their drug testing, their commission drug testing. They outsourced. VADA, it wasn't no Canelo VADA testing. It wasn't AJ and Usyk VADA testing. It wasn't Fury and Wilder VADA testing. It's commission testing, dog. I'm sorry, Jay Fresh. Go ahead.
Listen, when it comes to them PEDs, I'm with you. Wilder talk about it. Floyd Mayweather stay talking about it. We all know Pacquiao, what's going on with the man. I feel like Ugas was on it. That's what that bump. I told you that's what that bump on his arm was. I'm telling you,
you did say that.
Steroids,
you did say that. You said nigga had a bad injection. You said nigga had a bad injection. I said, okay.
He had a bad injection. So that just made the sport dirty. But they still are boxers. When they get in that ring, they look good. It's crispy punches. That boy looked like I don't know, like he just picked the gloves up. I can't. And them rookies don't be looking like that. So if somebody 3-0, or if he's 4-0 now, if you take a same young man, his height or his weight, same weight class with the same record, he gonna get washed up with a real boxer. That's why he keep trying to pick on these NBA players and stuff, because that's the only way he gonna win. He gotta beat nobodies. Tommy Fury would wash him, yo. He didn't look that tired after his fight. He got gas just like anybody else would, but not as gas as Jake was. he would have finished him. He better not fight that man. And he know he can't fight that man.
I agree,
What you
man.
think about that, Mike?
I mean, bro, yeah, I'm with you, man. Like I'm just saying, like I can't get mad at Jake Paul for doing what he's doing, but
Making that money.
it's not even like he's making the money. It's like he is actually fighting fighters that have a fighting history. I know they're not boxers, and his team is smart because they're not going to put Jake in the ring with somebody who has a extensive amateur background because he's not ready for that yet. So it's like I'm not overly mad at him because I know the movement and I know the trajectory and I know how hard boxing is. So I don't expect Jake to be in there with somebody who has a legitimate boxing background.
All right, I'll give you one. Do you think, because he tweeted out, do you think that he can beat Nate Diaz?
Oh no. I know.
I think Nate will beat him up, man.
I know Nate tough, but Nate damn near punch drunk, man.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He punished.
You know
He punished.
I don't know.
If that man get in there with anyone with some real heart, that's why homeboy almost pulled it off. If they gave him the knockdown, it would have been really close.
And that's one thing
I don't think he won, too. But it looked close.
That's one thing about Nate too. He's not gonna quit. He's not gonna quit.
Exactly. He gonna get, man. That's what I'm saying. I can't wait to see who he fight next. Just because I know it's gonna have to be some scrub dude we ain't even thought about, like all the rest of them. It's like, how did you even come up with this name to fight this name? But he just got to stop saying he's taking the sport serious and talking about the sweet science and all that. I think that's what's really get people upset and piss them off because it's like you're not taking nothing serious. Like anybody can see it. Anybody who watch boxing can see he's not taking it serious.
Mm-hmm.
He's just staying in shape. But I'm gonna let you get to somebody else. That's my call, man.
All right, Jay Fresh.
Appreciate you.
No problem. Bayside boxing, did nigga Bayside, man. I hate to do this to you, brother. Goddamn, I gotta do this to you. Bayside, did you even read the article that you posted? Bayside, did you read the article you posted? Did you read the article you posted, man? You find me in that article where Vala confirmed Manny Pacquiao. Not Manny Pacquiao's tweet. Not Manny Pacquiao tweet that's saying, oh, Vala, because I've been down this road like 18 times already, bro. We've done our research. We've done our research. Find me where Vada is confirming. Not what Freddie Roach is saying, not what Manny Pacquiao is saying, because when you know, like I know, and everybody who follows boxing know when you are in the Vada program. What do Vada, anybody out there, raise your hand. Don't raise your hand. What does Vada do when you are enrolled in their program? Y'all know what they do. What does Vada do? What does Vada do when you're enrolled in their program? Welcome. Welcome, Manny Pacquiao, and welcome your Dennis Ugas. Welcome, Manny Pacquiao, and welcome Keith Thurman. Welcome, Manny Pacquiao, and welcome Errol Spence. Never seen that, Doc. Now, we've been down Vada's Twitter like almost 1,000 times. Yeah, I know, man. It's all good, man. I done did this shit like 4 or 5 times, bro. Manny Pacquiao didn't do vital testing for his fight. He did commission testing. What's going on, D-Nice?
Oh, man, shit, chilling, man. First, I want to give a shout-out to Amanda Serrano and Daniel DuBois for going out there and doing what boxers do, man, putting on a real boxing performance out there.
Come on, man.
Montana Love, I think Montana Love needs some work. Right now, he's a C-class fighter. He just went life and death with a overqualified cab driver, and that's not a good look. I think the knockout saved him.
A former champion? A former champion?
Yeah, I'm just talking about what I've seen in the ring. See, everybody likes to throw up accolades and don't keep things in context. What did you see in that ring? That guy was not no champion in that ring.
I mean,
that guy couldn't cut off the ring. He didn't jab. He did.
But I mean,
he looked bad out there though.
That comes from the war that he just had with Zepeda.
That's even fine too. I just don't believe somebody touted as highly as Montana Love should be having those type of fights with those type of opponents. But that's neither here nor there.
That's Montana Love's best win.
Yeah. And looked like one of his toughest. Looked like one of his toughest fights. But the guy he had to draw with, he was supposed to did that to.
Can it see him?
Yeah, he was supposed to did that to him.
Yeah, he was.
You see what I'm saying? But what he wasn't supposed to let happen was them to get decapitated.
I mean,
that's what he wasn't supposed to.
First time at 142. Come on, man. Like that's the
so
first time.
I think he needs some. He needs some more. He needs some more work. You know what I'm saying? He's C level right now. I give him C level.
Okay.
But that ain't the top. That ain't the topic right now.
And hold on, Dan Dubois, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you blow your man out the water. That dude ain't had no business in there with you, and you showed. And you showed why. One round, boom, out of here. Nothing else to talk about because you wasn't supposed to be in this bitch. Yeah, you wasn't supposed to be in this bitch to begin with. So, and we all know that now. So that's why I'm saying shout out to him for doing what he did. Serrano, I didn't know she was as good as she is. That's a bad motherfucker right there.
Yeah, she good. She cool.
Yeah, Serrano a bad motherfucker, man. I like her. I like her acumen.
I think I just.
But on to the meeting, but
I just think she was going to the body a little bit too much for me. I think it got to a point where a girl was looking for the body shot, where she could have really
So
she could have really capitalized.
She was bracing for him.
Yeah, going up top or whatever. So yeah, man. But yeah, man. She definitely one of the top women boxing. Would love to see her and Katie Taylor or her. Maybe she goes after her 8 different weight division or 9 different weight division when she can fight Jessica McCaskill for 147 undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I know she fought.
I would love to see that one.
Yeah, she fought at 140 before. That's her highest weight. So 147 may not be that much of a stretch for her. And Jessica McCaskill started.
If she agreed to fight at 147, I got her over McCaskill.
And Jessica McCaskill started at 135, so it's not like Jessica has 147.
Right.
So
if that fight go down, I got Serrano.
And it's always the Katie Taylor and her fight always talked about. So
now that'd be a good scrap too. I think that's a 50-50.
Yeah, me too.
But on to the meat and potatoes, man. I really think Woodley let this one go. I think it was I think it was reminiscent of Broner Porter.
Yes, sir.
It was more so what Woodley didn't do. And that's why we probably not going to see Tommy Fury in there next. Because I believe Tommy Fury would fuck him up.
Did you watch Tommy Fury?
I did. And he's better than Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I know.
Yeah, he's better than Tyron Woodley, but he's not like leaps and bounds better than Tyron Woodley. Like
that's a fact. But look at what Tyron Woodley was able to accomplish. And I think that he hurt that man. And like I just said, it was his to lose.
Did he hurt him?
Yeah, he hurt.
He stumbled him.
He hurt Jake Paul. Yeah, I mean he wasn't concussed or nothing, but I thought he was hurt.
Like when you
I thought he was hurt, and I thought he had a good chance.
When you got a puncher as big as quote unquote Tyron Woodley is, and he couldn't.
I don't think he was that big of a puncher though. Like I think he caught him with a good shot.
That's the perception.
Yeah, but you said it though.
What?
Yeah, but I ain't feeding the perception though, because perception ain't reality right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about what really is. And you touched on it earlier. You said you could.
I'm not seeing anything inside of Tommy that you don't tell me that Jake. I think Jake beat Tommy.
No, I don't. I'll be willing to bet you $100 on it.
Okay.
Because Tommy Fury is, I think Tommy Fury is leaps and bounds better than Tyron Woodley. Yeah, leaps and bounds.
Based on what
I have no doubt. That's because Tyron Woodley is not that good, man.
Yeah,
Tyron Woodley is horrible.
For Tyron to have his first fight, I didn't see Tommy Fury being that much
that was horrible.
Guy. Whatever you want to say, it was Tommy Fury fight was her.
Yeah.
If we being real, if we being real, Tommy Fury had the worst fight of the night.
No, definitely did. Definitely did. Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley.
Man, you
Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley did. You crazy. That shit was disgusting. That shit was disgusting. That was a disgusting boxing match. And it was, and you know why it was worse? You know why it was worse? Because it went on 8 rounds instead of 4. That's why it was worse. Yeah. You had two hot pieces of shit, but one got served to you on an 8 course and one got served to you on the 4 course.
My nigga, at least we had some motherfucking suspense and got to meet Jake and Tyron.
One no suspense in that fight, man. One no suspense in that fight.
So you just said the man was hurt.
I didn't say he was concussed, though.
You just said he was hurt, though. Was Tommy Fury or
hurt
Taylor?
And concussed is two different things.
That's what I said.
Hurt and concussed are two different things.
Don't use my argument. That's what I said. You said he was hurt.
What do you mean?
You said he
That's
was
what I meant.
You said he was hurt.
He was hurt, but he wasn't wobbly. He didn't have wobbly knees. Cool. When I say he got hurt, it's because he took that punch and he retreated after that. That's what let me know he was hurt.
Was Taylor or
he took that punch on the rope and then he got the fuck up out of there. That's what let me know he was hurt. But that's not the point.
Was Taylor or Fury ever hurt?
No.
That shit was ass.
No, Mike, it doesn't. The argument you can make as many arguments as you want. I guarantee you, they don't put Tommy Fury in their next. Okay. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because they looking for wins. He just had a knockdown drag out with a person who had never boxed. And you touched on it earlier. Yeah, you could be heavy-handed, but if you don't punch with the proper technique, it's like what? A slap, a heavy slap. That's what you got from.
And Tommy Fury was fighting a nigga who was 5'6", who was an MMA fighter who never boxed.
They both were trash, Mike. They both were trash. I will give you that. They both were trash. But Tommy Fury is better than Tyron Woodley. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, they was even no good. I'm not champion.
Make Tyron and Fury. Fuck it, make them niggas fight.
Oh no, Tyron Woodley don't want that.
Do it over there.
Woodley don't want that. That come forward against Tommy. He gonna get knocked out. Yeah. He gonna get beat up. At the very least, he gonna get beat up. Tyron Woodley need to hang it up.
I'm trying, man.
Fighting is no longer his forte.
Did I miss something?
Nobody wants. You say what?
Did I miss something in the Fury fight?
No, it was bad too. Micah just wasn't as bad as
Did something happen?
No, it was bad too. No, it was bad too, but it just wasn't as bad as the Woodley Paul fight, in my opinion.
That's your opinion.
In my opinion, exactly. In my opinion, it means the most to me.
Damn right.
You know, be damn with everything else. That's it. So,
nothing to me right now. You talking about fucking Fury?
you know what I'm saying? It's just a lucky thing for you that my opinion. It's just a lucky thing for you that my opinion is more valuable than yours. In my opinion, you understand me?
You niggas need to fucking work, man. Y'all niggas in hell, man. I just don't see it tonight. I'm just being real with you, man.
I can dig it. No, I mean, and that's fair though, because I mean, it wasn't like neither one of them put on world class or anything. I just think with Tommy Fury's experience, he beat Jake Paul, because what I seen from Jake Paul wasn't that impressive either. You know what I'm saying? Once he got tired, it was pretty much a defensive, let me do enough to keep him off of me and get through the fight. Like, I don't feel like he was trying to win after he got tired.
Man, the only way
it's just Tyrone Woodley wasn't doing shit.
The only way Tommy gonna beat Jake is if he borrowed Fury gloves. That's the only way.
Well, I doubt they even put him in there. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. I guarantee you Tommy Fury will not be the next fighter in there for Jake Paul.
What does Jake go from here though? Like what? I mean,
somebody else he could beat up on, and somebody else who he can fool the public with.
I mean, you got to think about it.
Forget about being a real boxer. Forget about being a champion. Forget about all of that other shit, because everybody that say, oh, it's time for him to fight a real boxer, they just want to see him lose.
Yeah.
That's all, so they can say, see, I told you he wasn't a real boxer.
Yeah, you don't move nobody like
That's
that.
it.
Yeah, you don't move
that's the only, yeah, man, that's the only reason people keep saying they want to see him fight a real boxer, man, so they can see him lose. That's what they saying.
And we know damn well.
And he gonna lose.
If we was in Jake,
right, exactly.
If we was in Jake Paul position, we'll be doing the exact same thing. We'll be doing this.
Yeah, he get in there with somebody with any type of skills, and he gonna get beat up. So
nigga,
he should stick to.
He probably getting fucked up by Jalen Love every day. He like,
I wouldn't doubt it.
If I can't beat Jalen, I know I can't beat nobody.
That's a fact.
I'm just being real with y'all.
That's a fact.
Man. Y'all gotta look at
I'm being real too. Like,
is in his corner, Jalen, somebody who's like fought at 168, so out of shape. He probably like 175, 185, 190. You know, say probably can still spar. And like shit, he probably waxing Jake Paul ass in that motherfucker.
I bet. I believe Javion Love would have knocked out Tyrone Woodley.
Who?
Javion would have knocked out Tyrone Woodley.
Oh, Jalen Love. I thought you were talking about Montana Love, man. I'm about to say, now you.
No, hell no.
Now you being disrespectful, my nigga.
No. My Montana need to go back to the drawing board, man. He need to work on some things.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, look, Jalen Love stopping that nigga Tyrone Woodley. And that's just what it is.
And he need to keep Tank Davis' name out of his mouth, because he is not ready for that step up in competition. Montana Love.
I mean, they got bad blood.
They do, and he got beat up in that sparring session. I seen it.
He on Showtime.
I seen it.
Yeah, that's why.
I seen it.
I mean, they sent him
but
home.
you see, you say what?
They sent him home though.
Oh yeah. But he was losing.
Yeah, he had blood on.
Yeah, he was losing though. I'm just talking about what actually happened. He wasn't winning those skirmishes right there.
He was losing though. Yeah, he was. Yeah, down at Coach Cunningham gym down in Miami. Oh man.
But Jake Paul, they need to go find him. And you said Anderson Silva. No, he's not putting Anderson Silva in that ring. He loses.
Like that's a name though.
Yeah, he losing.
Yeah.
It is a name, but he loses.
Silva.
He need to find another Tyrone Woodley.
He got to find those
people who he can trick into believing that they actually have a chance, so they come and buy the fight. Ain't nobody about to pay for that rematch.
He got to find those muscle bound motherfuckers that like take up a lot of oxygen and shit. Like niggas like Wonder Boy, niggas like Anderson Silva, niggas like Nate Diaz. Them niggas ain't got no muscle. They coming in.
See, Nate Diaz gonna get him on nutrition alone.
That's what I'm telling you. Nate just gonna take punches.
Yeah, Nate
probably get knocked down, get back up. They get knocked down, get back up. Come around 7, nigga. He got them nigga a zombie, fucking Jacob.
Yeah, you know,
he was fucking him up. And I mean, Nate did say something. Nate did.
Oh, he said they both. He said they both trash.
and Nate normally fought at 155. He fought at 170 some. So he's not that big of a guy. I mean, so it's not like Nate can be cutting weight. So I mean,
I can see that. I can see that because you could outpoint Nate.
Exactly.
You could definitely outpoint Nate.
Yeah. And going 8 rounds, like if I'm them, I scale back on the round. Oh shit, nigga, against Nate, we should go 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no reason for Jake to be fighting 8. Nigga, he got 4. Find me somebody else who got 4 fights and got 8 rounds.
I mean, that's true.
Jake ain't got.
But I think you take the. Go ahead. I think you take the rounds into account because he's fighting non-boxers.
Don't even matter.
Now, if you get, it do matter if you touching on.
Amateur experience though.
I understand that, but if you touching on one,
go ahead.
If you touching on one aspect of it, you got to touch on the other. Yeah, he could go 8 rounds because he's in there with a non-boxer. Now you get him a real boxer, then yeah, okay, let's cut it to 60 or possibly 4 if you in there with a legit boxer with a winning record. But the fact that you're not in there, with real boxers enables you to go those 8 rounds because you're not in there with a real boxer.
Yeah, if you ever get there with like somebody like Better B with Joe, you could go 3 rounds, Jake. That's it.
Nah, we not see like we jumping out the window right now. He
said he want to be a world champion, not me.
I understand that.
Not me. So I'm just saying, like, down the road. I'm not saying right now because right now we seen last night he's not ready for that. He's simply not ready.
I don't think he will ever be championship competition.
I mean,
I think he should stay in his lane as an entertainer and an exhibition fighter and give the fans what they looking for out of him. They want to see you lose. Give them false hope. Find people who you can pump up and present the facade that, yes, you may lose this fight when in actuality, no, you're not going to lose that fight. Like this Tyron Woodley fight, like I tried to tell you, Mike, because Woodley looked just like he looked in his last 4 fights.
Yep.
Just like he looked in his last 4 fights.
Gunshot.
He wouldn't pull the trigger. And when he did pull the trigger, he ended up losing in the first round.
Yeah. And I mean, look.
And I think he would
take this into like situation, right? If Jake Paul continues to box, let's say 7 years from now, and just keep on building, like every opponent done got vastly better. If he keeps on that trajectory, 7 years from now, man, like I'm not saying the man can be a world champion, but he can have enough clout to where he may be able to lure somebody like who's maybe at the end of that reign, you know what I'm saying, an older world champion, you know what I'm saying, to a big time fight. And I don't know,
that all depends on how he progresses.
I don't know who
it all depends on how he progresses, because he could take a 38, 39-year-old boxer who, you know, used to be decent in his time, but ain't looking as hot and get in there and get beat the fuck up.
You gotta find somebody who's like somebody brought up like Oscar De La Hoya, but I thought like that's a bad name though. Oscar beat his ass.
I think the only way he would have a chance against Oscar, man, is by size.
Yeah.
Like that's the only chance I would give him going into an Oscar De La Hoya fight. But if Oscar was to take that fight, I'm picking Oscar.
Especially if they ain't doing drug testing. Oscar can do that motherfucking cocaine, man. It's over.
Oh yeah, everybody juicing.
It's over, man.
And Tyron Woodley talking about drug testing as if that was a real fight, man. Like, give me a break. Dude, you went 8 rounds with a YouTuber. You a professional fighter.
That same YouTuber, but
don't nobody want to see no rematch. Ain't nobody about to go on his page and troll him for you. Nobody want to see that shit no more.
That same YouTuber was.
Willie need to go sit his ass down, and he need to stop rapping too, cause that's some bullshit too.
God damn, man, you gonna tear the man down like that, man?
Man, did you ever hear that song? I beat your ass.
I never wanted to hear it.
I fucking know that's right.
I never wanted to hear it, man. I'm not.
I know you didn't.
I stay in my lane, dog. I don't go out there fire shit that ain't for me.
No, my lane is good music. If you can rap, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I heard.
And he can't.
I heard a snippet. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit wasn't it. He was right up there with Jules. You remember who Jules was, don't you?
No idea.
Allen Iverson.
Oh, damn. Kobe rap better than that. I could. Nigga.
And Allen Iverson said it, man. He said, man, I probably was the worst rapper ever.
Yeah, boy. I don't know. There's bad rappers out there, nigga.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a fact. So shout out to Willie, man. You know, you got in the ring, you got your bag. You know, you do your thing. But as far as a rematch, I don't want to see another rematch. And Jake Paul need to go get another cherry and pick that motherfucker and keep on doing that. Get your bag and then roll out into the sunset. Unless he truly is, you know, truly wants to be a boxer and recognized as such, then you can go for that. But I think he's too far along in his life to become, you know, championship caliber.
Yeah,
it's no fixing that gas tank.
Yeah, because it's never going to be only boxing with Jake.
Right. Yeah, you got a whole slew of shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, just stay an entertainer. Just stay an entertainer. You know, get your funky off, talk your shit. You know, call out Canelo and Tank and, you know, do all of that old good shit. Make people intrigued. Make people hate you. You know what I'm saying? Play the heel. Get somebody who look like they somebody and take it from there.
Yeah, man. I ain't no problem with that, Chemical. Motherfuckers gonna buy it. Like, they gonna watch it. Even though they
oh yeah,
they're gonna watch it.
And you know, I'm gonna watch that motherfucker because I'm a stream king. But the real losers is anybody that pays for that.
I mean, shit. I don't know.
Yeah. I said my condolences to anybody who bought that pay-per-view.
If you invested in Jake Paul, then maybe you don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, you lost it all because your guy won. You celebrated last night. Probably went out, you know what I'm saying, hang around with some friends. So if you invested in Jake,
when you say invested, you mean like a fan?
I mean, like you follow Jake, you buy his merch, you watch his videos, you
a fan.
Fight, yeah, a fan, yeah.
Yeah. If you a fan, then no, I would imagine you didn't feel cheated. But if you was tuning in because you thought Willie was gonna do something, shame on you.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, Willie just shows like the level of experience needed to be a good boxer.
You heard Max Kellerman, that boy long in the tooth.
Yeah, long as hell. Nigga might be 48, nigga 48 years old. Like, he old as hell. But D, man,
it's a wrap. No, man. I'm gone, man. Salute the show. And sometimes I might listen to it, man. I tried to save you from that one, but you had to bump your head.
I ain't put no money down on that nigga. I was thinking about it. I'm just like, man, you got a lot of money.
I wouldn't have bet on that shit to save my life. Because when I heard that split, when I heard that split decision, I say, oh shit, here come the fuckery.
Oh yeah, I thought he clearly lost.
I did too.
But all right, D, man.
But salute the show, man.
Yes, sir. Shout to my
already.
D nice, thanks for calling in, buddy. All right, man. We're gonna get on down. Hour 40 minutes in. I do have the video of the day for y'all though. Video of the day coming out. I think it's about that time that we probably retire that crate challenge.
Crate man, yeah, that's me. Who the fuck put that crate right there?
Yeah. It's about time that we retire that crate challenge, man. Damn.
Crate man, yeah, that's me. Who the fuck put that crate right there?
That shit smacked that nigga face off there, man. Oh my God.
Crate man, yeah, that's me. Who the fuck put that crate right there?
All right, yeah, man. It's time to retire that crate challenge. Until next time, man, y'all do what the video tell y'all to do. Go to YouTube, subscribe, and hit that bell, like, comment, share my videos. Till next time, I'm out this bitch.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga, my brother. Let's get this shit done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Ross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and